talk about your experience with startups in general. What are some of the pain points in terms of, one is we've spoken extensively about employees, automating ESOP management perhaps, or even Captable management being ready to be funded or whatever. Your experience generally with founders, are they really well informed? And
yeah, so Vishal, very valid question. So most of the founders, while when they're hiring people, they make these soft commitments. We are going to give you an X percentage, or if your CTC is 50 lakhs, 20 lakhs will be given as ESOPs, and they forget about it. Only when the employees come knocking that it's been a year, 2 years, they realize that they need to put the plan into action. And then what happens is that when they decide to do a proper scheme in place, there are certain requirements, and I'll give you a case in point. So both for and it is equally applicable to startups. For unlisted companies, you cannot give pre-vested options, so there has to be a minimum period of 1 year between grant of vesting. Now most of these founders, when they have made promises to these employees 2 years back, and if they now institute a plan today, they can't give pre-vested options, and employees are disgruntled because employees are saying, we've already spent 2 years, now you're saying you're going to make a grant to us today, and we still have to wait for a year before these options vest. So some of these issues, so that's one which is very classic. So my advice to the founders is that if you have decided to do ESOPs early on in your journey as a founder, I think it is better to put a structure to that promise, and the sooner you do it, the better it is for you, even before your funding starts coming in, because even at a later point in time, when you have VC investors coming in, they want to see the cap table, they want an ESOP pool already created, they want some ESOPs to be already been issued so that they don't get diluted because of the ESOPs. So I think that's where some of the learnings for founders are: honor the commitment early on, keep in mind the regulations, and make sure that you put the structure in place before it gets too late.